Hey folks, Christy Tippett from Campus Rec here, and as requested by one of our dear followers, for this last week's A&P crash course, we will be covering DOMS. So to start, let's dive into what it is. DOMS stands for Delayed Onset Muscle Soreness, which is basically pain or discomfort often felt 24 to 72 hours after intense exercise or after unaccustomed physical activity, so something our body is not used to. Some examples of this include muscle soreness or muscles that feel tender to the touch. Also reduced range of motion or stiffness, swelling in the affected muscles, muscle fatigue, and then of course, a short-term loss of muscle strength. It is okay to feel a little sore after a workout, but if you are experiencing severe soreness or even pain during that time period post-workout, or if this is a consistent thing, we need to consider decreasing the intensity of our workouts a little bit to help prevent overtraining, which can of course later lead to injuries such as stress fractures or muscle strains or joint pain or even emotional fatigue, which of course are things that we do not want to experience. If you find that you are experiencing DOMS more often lately, you also may want to consider what is going on outside of your workout regimen as well. There are many factors that can play into why your body is not performing as the well-oiled machine that it is. These factors include sleeping habits, dietary habits, stress levels, and of course, your physical abilities, right? So to put this into perspective, if you had an intense leg workout on Monday and you are sore Tuesday and Wednesday, you should probably hold off working out those legs again until Thursday. It doesn't make sense to exercise vigorously when you are still sore from your previous workout. You see, high intensity exercise can cause tiny microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. Your body responds to this damage by increasing inflammation, which of course leads to DOMS. Why would we want to work these same muscles at a vigorous intensity before they even had the chance to recover, right? It doesn't make sense. So what to do if you're actually experiencing DOMS? This is where R&R comes into play, and R&R stands for rest and recovery. The most important thing that we need to do is listen to our bodies. You know when you need to take a rest day and need to give your muscles and mind even a little break here. We suggest that you incorporate a lighter workout every 3 to 5 days. So what's included in a rest day? Well, I just want to start by emphasizing that a rest day does not mean that we are sitting on our couches and watching Netflix all day. There is still movement in a rest day. It just isn't moderate or vigorous activity like it is during your typical training day. In fact, the movement at a lighter intensity can actually help relieve some of the intense soreness a little faster. Some examples include yoga or cycling, walking, or even swimming at that lighter intensity. A couple other examples include taking a day of that lighter intensity followed by some SMR or self-myofascial release. Also, an example of this is foam rolling. A few other things to help relieve that soreness a little faster include properly hydrating, ensuring you are consuming foods that will help with the recovery process. My personal favorite post-workout food or drink includes chocolate milk. And then last but not least, we want to ensure that we are sleeping and giving our body substantial time to actually recover. So by this point, you may be wondering if there's a way to actually prevent DOMS. And while there is no direct way to do this, incorporating a proper warm-up and cool down can potentially help lower your risk of that intense DOMS. I just want to emphasize that DOMS is not an indication that you had an awesome workout. When done correctly, your body should actually be adapting to your workouts over time. So if you're experiencing DOMS all the time, again, we need to reconsider and actually look at our workout regimen and see how we are working out in relation to the FIT principle and maybe tone that down a little bit. So there you have it. Everyone experiences a little DOMS every now and again, but it is critical that we listen to our body and practice R&R when needed. As always, you know your body best. Fitness professionals are here to challenge you, but we both need to respect this and know how to adjust things to make your exercise program as successful as possible. Thank you all so much for joining me today for our very last A&P crash course of the fall 2020 semester. I hope you learned something new today, and as always, give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Wishing you all a wonderful and safe holiday season. Until next time, take care, everyone.